Alrighty, let's see what we got for the team alliance. We got Chrysler coming back as a destruction warlock. I want to see this guy slinging more chaos bolts. Sharia coming back as what looks like I want to say an arcane mage this time, and it just might be or fire. We got Valtimore. We got Fancy. Oh, that's a cool mog, by the way. I like that chest piece. And we got Zakati playing some Frost DK to mix it up. We got Dead as a marksman hunter. Lulu as a windwalker, changing their hair. Prox coming back as a feral. Monkaman up first with a bunch of shovels. The farmer monk. And Tindray, this guy is new. He's another monk, but he's at least a new guy to join these. So that's pretty nice. Forrest is strong at the moment that Hydrofleck won for you, but Quinn played well. Yeah, dude. That was a good duel, man. That was an awesome duel, honestly. Kunrad did say something about his safety trinket not going off. I honestly thought it was Maledict that absorbed a lot of that absorbed from the safety trinket, but it could have been. Sun coming out into Valtimore. He's actually going to go for big damage right now. No, not big damage, big defensives, trying to survive Monkaman. That's going to be a lot of damage for the touch of death. Going to go for a Blaze Storm following that. He's going to go for massive heals, but that is going to be Ring of Peace to stop any kind of healing. Could have got a heal from one of the images, but it looks like Valtimore's health is going to be on the cusp of death at all times. Without a trinket, it's going to make this duel a lot harder. Used to get a charge heal a couple times. Used to find a way to deal with the monk. He's just going to go for flat out damage. There's going to be more images. It looks like Valtimore just might go down right now. He does. Not the greatest first attempt, but maybe it's the first attempt ever to these duels. It's the first time he's ever seen Monkaman or any of the guys that normally play hero. But next up it's going to be Zakati. Not a stranger to Monkaman, just a stranger to his own spec though, playing some Frost. I gotta say, I love these boots, man. I love these boots. Can we talk about some fashion? That's a good shoe game right there, man. That's some Yeezys or something. I love the fact that those boots cover up his mangy paws. That's the best way to put it. But it's gonna be Zakati getting stunned down right now as Monkaman is burning a good amount of damage into him. Zakati is continuing to keep the slows as a Frost DK should. Keeping the slows so you can keep up with a monk, trying to get whatever damage you can. Actually, the option to go running wild. After the monk, gonna slow him down. Fist of Fury is coming down, so it's gonna be parry. Stun coming in by Zakati. It's gonna be a little bit damage for AoE, but not too much for everybody else. There's gonna be some Ring of Peace coming down, but it's gonna be his what is it? Death's Advance to stop him from being bounced around in that ring. Zakati getting a nice little grip onto Monkaman while coming down with images. And Zakati actually opting to LOS it for a little bit. Opting to just get away from it for a moment. Doesn't want to get hit by the Monkaman. Fist of Fury coming down. Zakati is still walking away from it. Gonna go for some big damage right now, and Monkaman is gonna bail out of it as soon as he sees the Pillar of Frost. Even though that cooldown doesn't seem like it's all that scary, it is gonna deny Zakati any kind of burst whatsoever. And all Zakati is trying to do is try to line up some decent damage with that Pillar of Frost. Gonna have it back up in 30 seconds. But as soon as he can get some good runes going during that Pillar of Frost, he'll be in a good spot. Gets a rune into Monkaman. Sun coming down into Zakati. You might want to trick it out of this. It's going to be a big touch of death coming down on this bad boy. Might want to go for some massive self heal. Might have to go safety trinket actually proccing right now. So that's another extra trinket to add him a little bit extra defensiveness to deal with a monk who's just so elusive. Just keeps on running away. Fist of Fury coming out to stop Zakati's approach. Stun coming in onto Zakati, but it's going to be a trinket out of Monkaman. Dampen Heart coming in. So Zakati is going to death advance through that ring. So you can keep a chase going into Monkaman. Monkaman is still protected by the defensive though. Zakati cannot crack through it as Frost DK damage isn't bursted at all. It's very true sustaining. Maybe it could be the build choice. Zakati is again getting parried down right now. It has to go for Death Pact versus Monkaman. But his health is just not doing a good job of recovery. He can go for some death strikes. I think that's what he's opting out for, trying to catch up to Monko. The dots and the damage is actually starting to tick down on Monkaman very, very slowly but surely. That's going to be big death strikes coming out of Zakati though. Going to get massive healing off of these images, but that Fist of Fury is going to parry a lot of that self-heal. Zakati actually dropping very, very low in health, and it's going to get kicked down right now by Monkaman as Monkaman ports out. Sharia is up next. And I guess we'll see what spec they're playing as soon as they put up a shield. Is it going to be fire? Is it going to be arcane? I doubt that it's frost. Otherwise, we would have seen the alley. It is going to be fire. Sharia does play being fire mage, actually. I gotta say, they went up against Zakati before as Unholy Death Knight, and we're pretty close to beating him. Not quite enough to score the kill, but damn pretty close. So that's gonna be a pretty decent spec to start with. No dampening quite yet. Polymorph getting completely nullified as Monko Man runs up to Sharia to in-cap. Polymorph still gonna connect by Sharia. It's gonna go for the Greater Pyroblast. Lands one. Ring of Frost to follow. He's gonna stop Monko Man. It's gonna stop him, but it's gonna be fast enough. Gonna go for another Greater Pyro. Maybe you're seeing a Karma coming out of Monko Man early. A Sharia popping some cooldowns. Wanted to kill Monko Man through Karma, but that might have been a bad idea. Blinking actually interrupting Monko Man on all kind of healing. Dragon's Breath to fall, a Meteor to drop on his head. As he gets rooted down, it's going to be Touch of Death onto Sharia. Monko Man is out of all defenses. Sharia takes him out with a few insta-casts and going to go for a Prismatic right after. Lulu trying to take it off. Sharia is going to go for early Ice Block. I don't know if he needed to. I think the Prismatic heal would have done just fine. It's going to be Polymorph until Lulu. Try to go for a second Poly right afterwards. Lulu is not going to trick it out of it. Going to re-Polymorph, probably going to go for Greater. No, looks like Sharia is playing for a full reset. Playing defensive, gonna wait out for those for those polymorph DRs. But he's hanging out next to Lulu, gonna get him rooted. The Tiger's Lust coming out to break him out. Ring of Frost is gonna freeze Lulu. He does freeze him, but very, very short. Trying to go for a Greater Pyro. Dragon's Breath in the face instead. And Sharia is opting to go for some proc playstyle, waiting for a big setup. That's going to be Wall coming down Lulu as he's trying to lift Sharia's Meteor. Locking out Sharia onto fire, actually. Lots of damage coming in onto the Mage. She's going to get a temporal heal out of this. Small temporal heal, though. Didn't pop it early enough. Polymorph trying to come out as Cauterize gets used. Could go for big damage into Lulu. That's actually going to be a trick out of Lulu. Into another Polymorph, not going to connect. Get himself a small shield. Is going to go for a Tiger's Lust again for Lulu. Polymorph coming out is going to be DR'd. And could go for maybe some kind of a play. Could he? Or is he out of cooldowns? Trying to go for some food really quickly, but no one will be able to. Is he going to be able to get the shield back up and running? Or is Lulu going to be able to take him out? Fist of Fury locking him out. And that's going to be it. Lulu waited it out. Just got him big punches, man. Big punches for the punch box. That's going to be Venti going out. I want to call you Venti. I apologize ahead if I just call you Venti. Because I don't know. I just like that name. I think that would have been awesome. Like a Venti latte, dude. Venti latte coffee. What would he miss if he didn't pop Karma? True, true. But that is hard, man. That is hard, Zakati. Also, Zakati, do you have the traits for Frost Death Knight? I don't even know. But I don't think you use Dragon's Breath, by the way. Venti is going to be playing Assassination role, getting a big setup onto Lulu. That's a Poison Bomb proc and everything, too. With a full kidney to fall, that's a lot of damage. How's Lulu going to react to this? Going to go for an in-cap tricky coming out of Venti, though. And Venti, I'm going to keep calling him Venti. I'm so sorry. But that's going to be evasion. Lulu's just trying to bail out of there, trying to wait it out. Because now that he got the trick out of the Rogue, he could go for a big setup. It's going to be more defenses, getting the images up and running. DFA coming down for the Rogue. Touch of Death approaches. Going to be full stun onto the Rogue. The Fist of Fury, Whirling Dragon Punch after that. Spinning Crane Kick after. Is Venti going to take damage from the Touch of Death? Does he even have a Touch of Death? Does get a Vanish off. And it's going to open up on a Lulu with a sap into a Garrote. Could go for another kidney. Cheap shot coming out. Lulu doesn't have a trick for a bit. Could go for... Oh, actually used his kick somehow. That's going to be Karma. How is he going to deal with this, though? Cloak of Shadows coming out. Actually decided to burst through the Karma. But Lulu's going to take him out with a physical damage. Shit, that's coming out. But Lulu ends up taking out the Rogue. The Rogue played a little bit too offensive. Had a good setup going, though. Not even sure where he used Vendetta. And that's going to be Chrysler going in next. Going to get a CC onto Lulu with a Chaos Bolt to fall. A Shot of Fury after that. Another Cataclysm after. It's going to get a root maybe. Could he take him out? Going to go for a big drain life. Not the biggest. But it's going to scare Lulu. He's going to run away way out in Africa. Going to have a chicken available. No Karma for a bit. And Chrysler is getting roots onto Lulu. In-cap coming out onto Chrysler to keep him at bay. Trying to LOS the Warlock damage. Going to go for a Vivify or two. Next time Lulu has... Chaos Bolt getting set up on him. He might be in a bad spot. Trick is all he has. Might want to go offensive onto Chrysler. Is going to teleport out of the distance. Is that going to be CC out of Chrysler by any chance? As the pet is running over. Lulu is trying to go for some more heals. Setting up a port ahead of time. Could it be the pet trying to maybe go for a CC? Lulu is just getting some heals back over time. 21% dampening. It's in a pretty bad spot, but can still get a fair amount of healing. Chrysler is just getting in there. Going to Chaos Bolt right in the face. Actually does it. It's going to be Horror Effect to follow. Can he get CC by the pet? Trick gets out of it. Gonna go for a Cataclysm. Lulu's gonna bail out of there. Could go down for CC by the pet. Can you go? Another root coming in. Chaos Bolt to follow. Not gonna connect. Lulu's gonna dip behind the pillar for a quick moment. Chrysler does want to get some CC. Maybe some damage. The pet is trying to go for CC. Does the pet get landed? I don't think the pet lands. An in-cap coming out right now. Is the pet gonna connect? I don't think the pet is even casting. It's hard to tell. Vivifies are still coming out for Lulu though. Doesn't have a trick. Karma is available. Might want to Karma early. Porting out is in a bad spot. Has wall, has dampen harm. Can use those to survive a Chaos Bolt barrage. Has karma if he can pre-karma, big CC. And then he'll be in a good spot. Outside of that, it's going to be rough. He's going to attack his lots. Just staying away from Kryzen. Wants to make sure he's at full health. Gonna connect with the Warlock for a little bit. Root coming out. Karma coming in a little bit early. Kryzen needs to find a way to deal with this. He's just going to CC Lulu through it. Is he going to Chaos Bolt off that? He is! Into a Shadow Fury stun lock, into a Cataclysm. Gonna get the dots up and running. Into a Root, into an Instant Cast, Incinerate. Dropping Lulu's health down to half. Lulu has Dampen Harm, and that's it. No CC out of it. No way to break out of this. Kryzen is getting pretty close. It's going to be Horror Effect as he gets hit with an Incap. So both of those are pretty close to one another. Could loot? No, it doesn't root Lulu. Kryzen is approaching, though. He is running. Lulu is recovering health little by little. It's going to be Lulu's time to respond to Chrysler. Going to be Touch of Death. Is Chrysler going to wall this by any chance? Getting out of it for quick moment. It's going to be CC by the pet. As Dampen Harm is rolling, pre-dampen any burst available. That's going to be a massive Chaos Bolt with big cold that's coming out for Chrysler. Into Cataclysm. Lulu is going to pour it out in the middle, though. Getting rooted out. That's going to be Fear. Into a Chaos Bolt. He's going to end him right now. Trying to go for Immolate. Lulu doesn't have any health, and Chrysler does take him out. Very well played. Chrysler still has wall if necessary. Trying to go for a Fury on the Monk. Is going to land another one on Tingray. Gonna get the Immolate up and running. Needs to get himself some distance. And so they're trying to come out. Has wall if necessary. Has a trick out available very, very soon. Gonna drop down the Infernal as Touch of Death is gonna hit him. Needs to find a way to deal with the Monk right now. Gonna go for a wall. As he's gonna get hit with a Stun Fist of Fury. Is he gonna live through a Touch of Death? I think he does. Horror Effect to follow into Casbolt. Tingray is gonna take a lot of damage. Karma is up to play right now. Gonna go for Fear. As Chrysler gonna go for another Chaos Bolt. He's just gonna burn through that Karma. He doesn't care. This man is a god. Shadow Fury to follow, stunning him at a distance. Another Chaos Bolt. Another Immolate. Tingray is just eating him for breakfast. Wall and Dampen coming out. Oh no, almost Chaos Bolt. If you just finished that Chaos Bolt, I think you might have maybe had it. Good job, Chrysler. Good job, Lulu. Monka man played it out. Tingray, first time attempting. Let's get everybody who didn't get to play it, man. That was pretty good. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot, man. That was awesome.